Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Intel Extreme Masters Oakland qualifiers of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We are in the final round of Group 1, and following this, of course, will be the best of 5 finale. Now, remember, the top 5 teams will qualify from this one, and at the moment, it's looking like there's quite a few favorites out of it. I am Leading Man Smith, and bringing you all the action all day long, and alongside me has been Matt Matchim Oaks. Matt, my word, we have had some interesting games, but there's some big names. I'm thinking the Rogue out there. Obviously, Envious had a good first round. Corn Shuckers are in a little desperate situation. These guys need to start picking points up.
Yeah, if you look at the brackets right now, insert sponsor here, which was going to be Cool Breeze that we saw from the last round. They're actually holding down first place just due to kills with 19 all considered. Nova Esports is actually in second. Hoist the Colors is in third. Corn Shuckers in 4th place, and Space Station Gaming is in 5th, which we were talking about beforehand. That's going to be Smurf, D-Master, and Win. Right behind them is going to be High Ground, Set to Destroy, the actual guys, DNA, and we actually have Rogue down towards the bottom at 16.
Yeah, which is crazy, really, right? When you think about the situation of how things have gone. Oh my God, that is loud. Someone just found an M249, I think.
Well, in addition to that, we should probably also talk about what's going on in groups 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So Masons Like Raisins is actually securing first place right now, doing a pretty good job. 700 points right now, so they're 120 points ahead of White Tempt Fate. Fuzzy Pink Pandas is in 3rd place over there. But then moving on to group 3, we have Ghost Gaming that's holding down 100-point lead over Gale Force Esports. And to finish it off in group 4, we actually have Gravity Gaming holding out above Innovate and MLGB.
So the plane coming in is going to be straight over the top of Georgie Paul. And you know, well, that's obvious. I mean, we know who's going to be dropping there, right? It's going to be Envious. There they are, coming straight out. Georgie Paul South, thank you very much. This is us. We will fight you for it, and they may have to do that. There is a 1 squad going north, but not too many actually coming out. And it's that typical, okay, the plane's coming straight over this location, therefore we will not go there.
This is really interesting. You saw one squad look like they were opting to go towards North Georgia Pool, then said, hey, no, let's actually go back down towards South. So it looked like Envy was actually going to have complete control of the South, and now might have a little bit of contention that's coming in. A lot of people opting into going southern side of the plane route. Not until quite there at the end. You can see a couple of people dropping over there next to Crater/Prison. Hard push coming down. It's going to be really interesting to see where everybody's opting to go, because there's not a lot of loot to be found on the southern side of that airplane route.
Looking across, it is a nice little view. Okay, so there was 2 squads there. Oh my word. How many are going in Pachinki? Good lord. Are they all going to drop there? It looks like they are. Nobody's diverting. Look at the parachutes. Oh, good lord. Is that 3 squads in Pachinki? Or is one of them going to just get a vehicle and divert? There's definitely 3. Minimum of 3.
There are 3, and they are spread apart, kind of interspersed, which means this is where we usually see any conflicts if they happen. Everybody's just trying to grab some ammo, try to find something out of it, because they're all stacked up on top of each other. See, a lot of people ending up going for the farm, getting a couple of Milta spots. I'd be surprised if we saw Rogue probably push over towards Milta Power itself.
They were punching. Okay. I thought Drunken Noodles was punching, and now he's just found himself a gun and knocked Narson in the back. Drunken Noodles locked down Studio Paso and Apocalypse. They were here last time. They won that battle last time around, remember, in Pachinki. Pachinki is their town.
Now, this is fairly odd, because we can see Drunken Noodles is holding down kind of the center location. Lockdown's on the outside. Stu Paso is over on the east
Jesse
side.
down.
On the far western side, it was near church. We had somebody posting up.
Jesse down. That's in Georgia Ball. That is Envious. Just lost a man. Did get killed as well. So Jesse getting finished off. He managed to knock one first. Caden there. Frex has only got a pistol. Check Shooter's just reloading the Thompson. But it was Trozaxis that was taken down. But you can see he's been got back up by his teammate. Slick Sky. He's going hunting with the Uzi. Is he going to chase the crossbow?
Taking a couple of shots there. Looks like Aggression's now coming back over towards Lockdown. As you can see, Inferno on the other side of them. Lockdown's in a very bad spot. He's got to figure out how to get himself out of that. He does have an AK to work with, but reinforcements are running over to assist. And look at this. He does manage to get a kill onto Carbon.
Lockdown. Is he going to have to carry what he will have to carry? Back to Slick Scar. This is over in Georgie Pulp. Slick Scar continuing to chase down Envious here. Check Shooter with the Thompson off to the side. Lockdown just got knocked. That's back over in Pachinki. So there's 2 battles going on right now. The crossbow action from Slickscar. Is he going to be able to land it? That would be epic. Landing a crossbow onto Envious on stream, that's like your dream right there.
Well, I mean, he's playing really brave. He was chasing him down with an Uzi and a crossbow as the front man until we saw that Trozaxis kind of pushed in front of him. Now he's still trying to find those right angles for it. Really, we're seeing that Envy is kind of forced into a full-on retreat. They know that they are a man down. Really haven't had a chance to get any solid looting. You can see that Frex is trying to get his health back up. Check Shooter's running back over, and Slickscar just runs right into some bullets. Caden managed to get a kill onto him. Look at this. Traxxas is actually pushing off to the side.
He's gonna storm it. He's going in with the shotgun. Caden's just jumped out around the side. Frexis pushes down. Complete attention drawn. Really nicely played there. Real good pivotal position in play from Envious. Just proving why they've been picked up by that organization recently.
And now Not Hacking TV is in the spot that we saw Envy in a second ago, as he's kind of all by his lonesome. You can see he's trying to pull off some form of retreat. I think at this point, Envy's got to figure out how they're wanting to do looting. They could potentially push over towards the crates area, but it's going to be really dangerous because they don't know exactly how many people could still be posted back up over in this area. They know of at least one. Don't know if anything else is going on. But look, we still have that Pachinki fight going off, and wow, there's so many people stacked on top of each other. See that Lee Bum is actually knocked down at the time. Looks like Dur is trying to get over and get a res off onto him. Inferno RP is in a spot. We can see that Austin is actually positioned over next to him. Dirty Zin is actually right over there with his shotgun, right next to Nice and Wild. Meanwhile, Studipasso is doing a nice slow flank on the outside, as well as Apocalypse now. Look like they're just trying to pick up the outskirts of this.
Yeah, they're just happy to finish it off. Inferno getting chased down. LeBum has been knocked in there, I believe. So Nice and Wild's not going to be able to really join in. And boom, there's the killer shot. And I'm Austin K. Where is he? Oh, okay, he just finished off there. There we go. So he just finished off the two. Nice and Wild's going to push up on them, actually. See if he makes the move. He's going to go aggressive. His shot's on Inferno.
He does have himself an AR right now, and he is going to be going against weapons that look like they're a little bit less. Actually, I say that. Looks like an AR is picked up by the squad that's holding this building. This is a very brave push right now coming out from Nice and Wild.
I think because the rest of his team are gone, he's in this fight or flight sort of mode, and he's chose to fight. He's chose to fight. He's going in. He's going up the stairs. And that is a crazy move in a 2v1. Tried it with the... well, yeah, you're going to say he's got the M4. I thought he got an S12 for a moment, in which case it wouldn't be too bad. He's going to use the full medkit? Oh my god. Take the shots, they're both lined up! He's going to line them up! Oh my god! Nice and Wild! Bow your heads in shame, Inferno, and I'm Austin K. He allowed him in the kitchen to get a full medkit off and then sprayed the two down. That is tragic.
That is so strong of a play there. Getting a full squad wipe. Now we are seeing Pachinki has actually been very detrimental to every squad that's there. You can see that there's a squad with one person left, another squad with two people left, and a full squad wipe, all things considered. Apocalypse now, naturally they've been hearing all this violence. They're kind of posting up on it, but getting back over here to Milta, you can see that Zampa's doing a run around. Got himself a pan. Come over here and see how the loot's looking in the Milta area.
So, Envy, this is Corn Shuckers. They're in Milta. They've had Milta to themselves. Second time running, they've actually gone down this way as well. So, starting to be a little predictable in their pattern. And Envy's going to continue on the loot. Corn Shuckers need a good finish, actually. Highly rated team. As yet, not been able to post too good a finish. They did get a third place finish in the first round, but didn't really have a great deal of kills. So they could do with a high finish once again here. And this is a nicer circle. This is more like it, right? A Gatka central circle. This is where we get to see all those pleasant rotations with the vehicles, the crazy squad charges onto the complexes. There's so many complexes around there as well. We're probably going to see the 56 alive until probably about the third or fourth circle.
Oh yeah, this is the bread and butter of PUBG right now. Whenever you end up over near Gatka, this is where everybody's pretty familiar with. Everybody has tons of games that end up in this general vicinity. Doing a quick flyby, as you can see, Pachinki's going to be down to our right. Apocalypse now still holding that cup. See Nice and Wild off in his little building of victory, I guess. At this point, he's allowed to sit down and take a break, celebrate for a moment. You can see that transitions are now starting to come into play. Trolls and Rykar pushing off to the side. Zampa and Paradox falling up back behind him. You can see Fig and Tifu, the rest of Rogue, they're all posted up inside of a vehicle, making their way in this direction.
Yeah, they need a good finish as well. They've not really had a great Style. Considering when you think of yesterday, how amazing they were with the likes of WTF, etc. in the same game, they've just not shone. Almost akin to not G2, almost akin to Kingwin today, I would say.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the favorites, but we did talk about this. Group 1 is like the group of death in here. There's so many strong teams. And we talked about this. Minty Fresh securing another knockdown. Remember, these are the guys that have been performing really well so far. So taking up a couple extra kill points off of this and some free loot.
You know, you could say they're hoisting the flag right now. Just to throw a really bad pun in there. But okay, let's move on. Let's move on swiftly. Nova have made the moves. They're getting in early into Gatka. Minty Fresh, like you say, in that perfect location at the moment. Looking down south, you can see Elusive, the last man to move in from the Corn Shuckers there. They're making their way through. Paradox on the edge there. Into Pachinki. Nice and Wild still the man that went on that 2v1 rampage. Studasso and Apocalypse now. They are thinking better of actually trying to go for the charge here.
Well, it looks like they were thinking about pushing that direction, but they're still playing pretty safe. I haven't seen any hard aggression. This point, Nice and Wild has to feel, hey, maybe I have all of Pachinki to myself. He's doing some light looting. Look, they're not even taking any shots at him. They don't even seem to know where he is, but he did see Apocalypse now. A couple of shots going out now. That's going to say, oh, hey, this might be a little too hot for me.
Nice and Wild. Yep. Taking a peek. So Pachinki, I think they're just going to stay safe at the moment. They're both inside the circle. Nobody's really secured a vehicle. I didn't know whether anyone's actually looked at the vehicle over in the garage to see whether it's there or not.
Well, but
they're just continuing the loot. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
But it looks like it's still pretty strong. It looks like it has all 4 of its tires. But Nice and Wild actually still playing this aggressive. He just actually repositioned off of it. So he's feeling really, really confident right now. He's like, I just killed 2 guys. I can kill 2 more.
Yeah, I think he's in that like just do or die mode, and maybe it's a case of his team needs the points. It's most likely the case. Instead of just sitting it out, you know what, thinking I'm going to drive this one out. Speaking of driving, here comes the rotations. You can see Cornshuckers moving in as well. Fignaldo and co taking the shots. Expected bunch of vehicles. Rogue going north of Pachinki as well. They're making their way around, and I think I just caught a glimpse of Envy heading south as well.
It's all about finding these choke points. This is the final round. Find out who moves on to the finals. So everybody's trying to get whatever points they can, and kills can be... Oh, no! Oh, Nice and Wild. He does go down in the end. It was a valiant struggle that we saw him in Pachinki, but he did earn some respect out of it. Got some points, and here we go. We still have 53 people alive, but that's going to hand Apocalypse now and Stu Pedasso the control over Pachinki.
D-Master and co just got took out by Zampa. So Cornshuckers doing work there. I think they've stormed the building. I think they have. They've stormed the building. I think they've just gone straight in, and the Cornshuckers have took over a building now.
See all the biker gangs repositioning right now. Looks like Rogue is coming right back up behind Moshe. They're actually popping out of their vehicle, separating out a little bit. Maybe they're trying to get some control over the zone. Yeah, they think that this might be where they want to post up at. And, oh, every 2 bricks coming back that way.
Chronic straight, ready and waiting. M16 in hand. Should be able to lay down the fire. Soltec joins him. There we go. Simple knock. Vortex. Oh, I wouldn't come back this way. I'd give up on your buddy. He is gone. The buggy's off. That's going off in the distance.
Hey, it's just had enough of it. It's like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Just going off. Doesn't want to be around anything that's happening right now. So we've actually seen a lot of very early deaths coming out here. Already down to 50 people. In comparison to what we've been seeing in the previous rounds, everybody was playing really strong. We saw like 58 people in the last 2 circles the last couple of games. Now we're already down to 50. So you can see a lot more people playing confident. They're like, I need these points. I need to get these kills. And look at this. Soltec's getting himself I think a 4x scope there. Always nice to share your loot.
Share your loot. But Cornshuckers lost a man. I saw Elusive go down to Fignaldo. Fignaldo is, I believe, set to destroy?
That is correct.
Yeah, so set to destroy, landing the shots. They were making the rotation, so he was caught in rotation there, so it's less than ideal for him. Back on Minty Fresh, they're in Gatka, and they have the whole of Gatka to themselves.
And specifically point out the fact that Set to Destroy X is actually still in 3rd place right now. So they're really fighting to stay inside of this. They really want to secure that top 5 spot. Minty Fresh is posted up in a very strong building complex. See that it does have a nice high ground positioning, looking out across the different ways. Different squads tend to like to play Gatka a little differently. Everybody thinks that they have their own different power buildings, but these ones that are posted up right in the center of these plains and have these outer walls are definitely a strong contender.
All right, let's look at some positions. You can see where have Envious. Okay, they're still just coming out of Georgia Paul South. I saw them heading south, but I didn't expect them to run it, which could be detrimental to them. Blue still got a long way to come in the circle, so they got time, but I guess there's no vehicles around there. They clearly would have taken something by now.
A little bit of aggression happening around Gatka itself. See that Nova has got a control over the area right next to Chopsticks. Off next to them is another squad. Right now, Nova's just trying to find anybody that's going to push over near them. But it's kind of actually a little bit of safety over in the Chopsticks area, just because those little trenches out in front of you kind of give you a little bit of cover. So you can see Sanic and Tyler are back behind him. But a lot of squads you used to be able to just jump over those trenches, but now you necessarily can't. So Chopsticks provide a little bit of protection in the zone.
So Nova, they're a team that need another solid finish. They had a good finish in the last game. Soltec taking shots, that's Rogue. Up north, Apocalypse now making his way in. So slowly moving in. The crate was in ruins. Nobody anywhere near ruins right now. Another crate dropped as well, just to the southeast of Gatka as well. I don't think anyone's going to bother with it.
I think it's a little bit too risky right now. Everybody wants the treasure that's inside, but the risk to get over there, especially, we still have 49 people alive. Sure, it's less than what we've been seeing in the previous rounds, but you don't want all of these people taking shots at you, because everybody looks up and they see the crate come down and they have a general idea where it's at. So unless it's just absolutely perfect, most squads will try to avoid it.
Well, Apocalypse now coming in. Looks like Nova going to get themselves a nice juicy victim. Should get mowed down, and yes, there he goes. Apocalypse now, or Studipasso goes down, and boom! There goes a flaming Dacia into the distance. Nerf me please, picking himself up a double there. So, Matcham, I want to ask you, are you a happy face or a sad face when you go to that crate and it's got an M249?
I like the M249. I specifically am really good about playing and getting into the top 10. So having the M249 and just being able to step up and mow down a ton of people, I really like it. My feels bad is whenever I come up to the crate and it's got the Car 98 in it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just felt, I could have just picked this up in a house. I could have picked this up anywhere.
Unless it's got like a ghillie suit and a lot of other strong stuff with it, I always feel like the Car 98 just isn't worth the risk. And Tyler G, laying down some fire there. You can see rolling UAZ, running away from a rolling UAZ.
Nothing worse than shooting through a window with bars and just thinking, am I hitting anything here? Is this going through? I don't know what's happening. I felt like that was on him, but it didn't land.
Tyler's doing the trick with it. You've got to apply the lean whenever you're looking through. As long as it don't have to look too far up or down, applying the lean gets you pretty much the right angle to be able to nail the shots. Too many times people just run up to it and just start firing down scope, and then that's where it ends up hitting the wood.
Pinging off the metal, etc., etc. So, 46 alive, circle about to change. I guess we're going to start to see where exactly they're all going to go. You can still see it's got a little bit of work to go as they move in. So I think everybody's very much in position. So 46, that's about what I said it'd be, wasn't it? When I said we'd hit the third or fourth circle.
Well, I'm actually just surprised with the amount of early violence and early squad wipes that have happened inside of here. See that around Chopstick area is starting to get pretty populated. You can see about 7 or 8 different squads. Moshu taking a couple of shots back and forth at Rogue up there. Not really. Actually, are they? I think they might be the ones that are firing. Nope. Actually,
no, it's Moshu. Yeah, they've traded back and forward a little bit. I think they're not landing the shot again. Let's face it. Yeah, I mean, it's just you're burning ammo really at the end of the day and hoping you get lucky.
Maybe knock off a helmet, burn out some meds. Those lucky shots can play a lot of dividends the further you move in. But we have the circles now pressing in, getting close to that completion point. I think it's going to be really, really exciting where this next circle ends up at, because we've seen a lot of really early movement. Oh, flipped buggy. Nova, no. They should have plenty of vehicles. Actually, you know that they have the Dacia down here. Dacia doesn't go up hills all that well, so I don't know if they have a lot of vehicles to actually climb back out of this.
He's gonna try. He's backing it down the trench. Is he gonna try and drive the whole trench? I don't know. I don't know whether he can. Can he get around the corner in there?
You can make it around the corners. It's kind of awkward, but you can do it. But making it back up the hill, regardless. I mean, back in the day, Dacia had a lot more horsepower to push up these hills, and they don't even actually have to move yet, but they will be on the edge of the circle. A lot of dead space over there, and you can see Envy moving over towards that radio tower. They're going to have control over that and a lot of nice sight lines.
Yeah, corn chuckers need to move. I think I saw. It looked like. What's the word I'm after? What's the name I'm after? Set to destroy. They need to make a move as well. So they're going to have to start making these rotations. Now, it's going to be interesting. Oh, Nova are choosing to go. And they've unflipped the buggy. They've got... Oh, no.
Well,
Or did they find
they
another
just have
one?
two of them. The buggy should be able to make it up just fine. Can the Dacia do it? No.
Should he have not gone behind with the buggy? Should he have not gone behind them with the buggy to shove them up?
I don't know. I don't think that I've ever tried to do it. Like, usually whenever the Dacia just can't make it up a hill,
Take a run up. Take a run up.
I
Here
just
we
throw out
go.
a lot of profanity.
Go, 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 go. Floor it. Oh, it took a little bounce. And out they go.
And they managed to not get shot while doing that. You'd think that that would make enough noise to draw some attention out, but they're going to be able to push out and around, so they have to push on the other side of Chopsticks. So Chronic's actually really low here as we're coming in. Pride XD and K look like they're trying to hunt for him.
He's been left by Soltec, but Chronic's still alive. Got himself the full heal, and gonna peek around. K comes in, and that was easy for Chronic's there.
Just instantly turns around, drops K. See, Pride's waiting for him to come around that corner, maybe finish off the kill. And actually opens up the door. You're starting to see the mind games come into play as Chronic's trying to figure out how he wants to get out of this.
It's like there's a poltergeist in the house. You're just like, oh, what's going on? Oh, what's happening? The doors are opening. Where is he? So the Jaws music kicks in. Envy just took down Riker with a vehicle explosion. Now Cornshuckers getting themselves a kill. So Riker going down. That was... what's Riker? Riker's in a space. Is Riker space or is he DNA?
Riker is in set to destroy.
Set to destroy. There you go. Set to destroy. So we knew that. To rotate. Chronix is down. Pride finishes the job. He was left by his team. I guess it was maybe he was even cocky or confident that can just take on this 2v1. I don't know.
We are seeing a lot of repositions, specifically leaning more towards the center right now. See, fights are happening all around where Gatka is. Moshu's still shooting back and forth. They're right on the edge of the circle, though. We did see that Envy got forced out of the radio tower area. Felt that that was a little bit too hot for them. 43 people alive. We're still seeing a lot of casualties, at least about 6 or 7 people dying in each one of these circles so far. So that's a pretty steady death path that we've seen. Usually it's everybody surviving for oh so long and just charging the 5th or 6th circle.
Mushy, yeah. There's nothing better than having a suppressor on a sniper. Especially something like a Mini 14, you just feel so happy. Happy with yourself. It's just like... Ha ha ha, you don't know where I'm shooting you from.
Just do whatever I want. Just take any shots. Don't really have to worry about maybe people peeking me back. So, and see that I'm your friend guy is coming back over there.
Look
They're
at
gonna be
Nova.
pathing.
Look at Nova. They got like a tri-split over Envy, and Rogue behind them. That's 3 top squads very close.
So Nova's going for a reposition here, playing across these fields, and they're going to be coming right up next to K. Bullets coming back out. Narbs doing a hard push over there. You have to say that K and Pride XD have been trying to hold down this area for quite a while. Bullets now coming back over towards Swish.
I think they just want the car. Do they? No, they're not. They want the building.
I mean, this is a fairly safe building. We see a lot of games end around this location. It's got a lot of nice sight lines. The only problem with the yellow buildings is they have such large windows. So when you go to step out, there's a pretty good chance you can get shot from multiple angles.
So Heisen just
A solution to that. Solution to not getting shot in front of windows is just hide in every corner.
Every corner, every little corner. So K, yeah, I mean K's just like gonna get support. Is Lush and Torme the same team, aren't they? I believe. I think
that is correct.
Yeah, so they've got themselves gone for the 2-2 split. Look at that circle, Nova in there. It does mean that Envious have to move, so they're going to make the move. We also see Cornshuckers in the distance. They're starting to make the move. Everybody's trying to roll in now out of the blue.
And whenever you're holding every single corner, can you actually predict and find these pushes as they come in? A lot of shots starting to come in. I really like how they're playing through windows first.
Heisen sees Donnie.
Straight into this.
Heisen saw Donnie. He just took shots on Donnie, so they know that this is occupied. So they're not going to come blindly running in here. I mean, you got to expect everything is knocked. Oh, Caden, speaking of being knocked, Aladdin from Rogue just knocked Envious Caden there. Meanwhile, this storm is going on. Heisen comes in, Cityfall gets in. This is 3 squads all fighting at once. Not Hacking TV is the lone man off the side. He's been taken down. Havana in there. They're all scored. I'm a friendly guy. Is he going to go down? Is he outside the blue? I think he is.
I think he's outside the blue. It looks
yeah.
like he's trying to med up before he charges back in. He's just off to the left of the screen there. You can see that. Actually, does he? Yeah, okay. He's starting to build up. Just getting some stims up. Remember, we're still
I think he's only bandaging, you know. I don't think he's got med. I think he's just bandaging it.
Is he leaving this?
He's just
or is
leaving
he
his
fighting
team.
this?
Hey, buddy, your team's out here.
Yeah, you can tell he's trying to figure out how he wants to play this. You can tell. Does he go for the res? He keeps running.
He's gotta
in and
go
out
through
for
the blue again.
That,
He's like
that UAZ is just causing so much trouble. If he can at least get a res or two up here, they can maybe just try to grab the UAZ and go. I mean, it's risky, but at this point, everything's risky when you're at this stage and having to res 3 of your people.
Yeah, and he's gone for the highest hit point guy rather than the ones that are bleeding out the most. Okay, he's going to get Inhuman up, right? Okay, Silly Fool. Now Swirls is like, yeah, great. You may or may not get me up. Yeah. Inhuman, do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? Not healing? Do you mind?
What's he doing?
What?
Is anybody going to get to Swirls in time? I think that they are.
The Blues moved in. He's not going to get him. Oh my god. What a literally silly fool.
And they're all stuck kind of playing the blue right now, forcing their way back out.
Look at the kill feed.
So much damage on the squad right now.
Look at the kill feed. Nova just been knocked. Soltec taking shots on Nova there while this is all playing out. Sniper around the side, Inhuman. Silly Fool goes down, that's the squad wipe. Now, let's look at what's going on the map because there's so much happening. We're seeing a lot of the big teams fighting at the moment. Nova, I can see Rogue landing shots on both Envious and Nova. We knew this rotation had to happen as soon as that circle changed.
The distance looks like Paradox and Zampa managed to get some control over those back buildings. Kay's still just kind of holding that hallway. If you guys aren't familiar with that building has a nice solid approach hallway where if you get down in one end of it, you can just have clean line of sight. Anybody that pushes into it. It looks like, speaking of pushing in, looks like Nova is getting pushed a little bit.
Yeah, Nova at the moment, and you can see it's Rogue in the distance. There is... I'm trying to get a glimpse of the name tags as they swing on by. It's quite hard to follow Swisher there. Saltok just took down Jay All Day. So, Jay All Day finished off. I think he was separated from his team, weren't they? They had those 2 positions set out. So, Jay All Day wasn't with the rest of Nova there. I can see it's Corn Chuckers, I think, in the south, taking the shots at the moment. Corn Chuckers, they're going to have to get moving because this is all landing north of Gatka. Now, there is a complex, and at the moment, it's only Mushu and Vorix there, but there's a squad coming in from the hills behind.
And there's only 1 minute and 22 seconds. None of these squads that are on the outside are really pushing forward. You can see that Cade and the rest of Envy was trying to push up. He does get taken out there. So now Envy is down to 2 as they're pushing through. You can see them on the minimap. So all of these squads waiting for a very late push into the circle. With 29 people up and alive, this is kind of an... I don't know if I agree with this choice.
Aladdin goes down from Rogue, so Godspeed took him out. Conchukers are going to have to get a move on. I mean, they are playing this right on the edge. 50 seconds still, but that is a horrible open territory they have to pass. I'm not sure they've got a UAZ that's working with them anymore either. Kay's holding the angle.
This has been his life for about the past 2 minutes. He's just holding that angle, just going, don't come over here. This is my hallway.
Is he going to see Swish?
It's like Nova just doesn't want to be a part of it.
No, I don't think he's going to see them. They're going to push up to this ridge and carry on going. They have to keep pushing north. North of them, you can see Czech Shooter and Frexis has already got up there with from Envious. It's that complex up there I'd like to take a peek of. You can see Donny Dobonair and his crew. They're coming around in the hills. They actually have really nice cover. Up in them hills, there's a couple of little nooks and crannies you can sit in nicely with the ridge line. And Paradox gets the kill on the rolling UAZ. So Cornchukers, we said they needed a good finish. They are starting to get a lot of kills here.
A lot of damage coming out along this ridge line. As you can see that Zampa and Envy are kind of caught up in between.
Oh, look,
it's going to be Envious, and we've got Sanic pushing off to the side. Moshu is off on a different angle. They're kind of pincered from every single angle. They're just trying to figure out where's the weak point and how can they get out of it.
Paradox could have thrown a great nade there. Oh, it's just short. Just short. He did get the knock onto Tyler. Envy also... He just got knocked from falling? What just happened to Envy? Paradox, though, got the second knock. Vamp just the other side of the ridge line. He's going to peek up. Oh, Paradox! Oh, he just... One of those moments where you right-click to zoom in and it's like, oh, Christ, there's one right in my sights. Didn't take the shots. Minty Fresh, meanwhile, at the back there helping, holding the angles. And I think the Constructors may have just gone down. Somebody else that went down was Envious. I just saw Czech Shooter going down to Nova. Look at the minimap. There is literally first aid required all over the place.
Not too many people inside the circle. It's coming up right on the tip of Everest there. So a couple of people are already positioned up. But all these little skirmishes that are happening, nobody's really moving towards the circle. Everybody is stalling each other. There's a minute before they all have to be to safety. And there's multiple roads, multiple planes, multiple open areas to cross through. And everybody's just kind of contending in these small little fights. At some point, they have to turn and they have to start making their way out of here.
Zampa's trying to get Paradox up while Envy holds the angle. Swisher's just took down Godspeed. That's happening just to the left-hand side of the minimap here. Envy's going to continue, though. Needs to use that first aid. While this is all happening, there is a singular squad that's actually taking long-range shots. Donny Debonair, there he is. And he's actually just landed a shot on one of these guys. Lands the headshot. So those guys are in the circle as Minty Fresh pushes out. Tries to go for the charge. Paradox goes down. Cornshuckers are wiped out.
Nice reload coming out there from Minty Fresh. Well, I should say weapon swap. But he has 16 seconds now to get out of here. He's going to have to run across that road. As you can see, right in front of him is Nova on one side. Moshi's holding down the other. Off in the distance, you can see that a lot of people are trying to figure out how they're going to push out and through. I think that we saw the last bit of Envious go down. I don't think that Frex managed to make it inside the circle. So, here we go. Circle's collapsing in. Everybody's starting to have to make their way towards Everest.
Well, Fignaldo's still alive. So this is, I mean, we're down to, I think, the last 5 or 6 squads here. Nova still alive. Remember, they just won the last round as well, so they're looking very good for qualifying for the finals here. Vamp just got finished off, so he dies, and Minty Fresh was finished off. So they were the guys that just won the first round as well. So they've got themselves a top 5, top 6 finish. As everybody moves in, it's Nova landing the shots. Kasuka goes down. Lush has been sitting pretty much solo on his own for a long period of time here, but he is inside the circle still, just off in the hills. Oh, but look at the new circle. It's come right on top of Nova.
And that's going to be a lot of trouble for these other squads. They're going to have to push down inside here. And a couple can see that Moshi actually getting knocked off to the side by Donny Debonair. Has a nice angle right now.
He's going to see Fignaldo. Is he going to see Fignaldo? I think he does. Oh, he just gets a peek, but he got knocked by Fignaldo. Fignaldo doing very well for his team. He's still with Set to Destroy, isn't he, I believe? Yes, he is. So they're third on points overall as well.
So solid performance coming out from Fig right now. Being the last person on his squad. Look at this. Doesn't even have a helmet. Just trying to survive through and taking the gunshot, taking the fights around him, really making sure to punish it. And he might actually be able to get towards circle. Swisher and you can see Lucknarb are trying to figure out if they want to actually go for the res on a Nerf Me Please. It's really, really risky. If anybody tries to run over there, it could be really rough.
I think he's going to bleed out. I don't think they're going to get to him in time.
Make it just barely over there. I think that now, if anybody actually takes a shot at him, but doesn't look like anybody's going to.
Musho just been taken out. So Vanda. So this is the 4-man squad. Now they're now coming out of the hills. They're moving out down the ridgeline. Vorix is still sat there. Lush has a really good Overwatch angle of these guys. Fignaldo does finally get the kill. And Vanda taking more shots. Nova having to pin behind a tree.
This is where the push is coming forward. A lot of people going down around him. We are now in the top 10 players alive. So just running forward, smokes are out. They're trying to find some angle into this.
They're looking, they're so focused on Nova right now, they're ignoring the fact that Vorix is there. Oh, Fignaldo's going to get knocked. He should go down. No! Lush saves him! Oh my word.
And then kills him.
No,
saves him and then kills him. You know, just got to save the kill for yourself. And
Lush is cleaning up.
Swisher. So Swisher is now down. Lush is just killing everybody from this upper position.
Lush is absolutely cleaning up. Vorix spraying away. And, well, Lush, on next to no hit points, has himself a 1-on-3 situation, but 2 of them are knocked.
He doesn't know that. He's still trying to play this really safe. He knows 3 people are alive. He knows that he's all by himself, so just trying to play it really slow. 30 seconds before the next circle. It's going to get time for the other squad to be able to res, get all their med kits, get everything healed back up, get a couple of stims going. They only have to push forward just a couple of feet. It's all going to be on to Lush to figure out how he's going to make this approach into the circle.
One god nade. One god nade is all it takes. I don't know if he has one. He has smoke in his hands. He's just going to lie. Okay, circle's going to give him... I think he's going to have just the ridgeline by that tree. I think that's possibly where they're going to go to, and both of them are going to try and push for it. But he can use it to his advantage. Obviously, he can be that one man, but they have to separate now. They're going to heal themselves up. Lush doesn't realize the damage they took from Nova. So if he did, he would have pushed them long ago. Okay, here we go. Lush. Mobius is going to come straight into his sights first. Oh, as soon as he comes over that ridgeline, can you drop the tags, please? That would be lovely. so we can see exactly what he sees.
Slow crawling it in still. He's being a sneaky ninja right now. Sneaky, sneaky snake. Gets it
not
down
looking.
onto one. Lots of damage onto the other.
Oh, Donny Debonair down. He's down to a one-on-one. Finds Vander. Gets the
Lush
spin.
gets it.
Oh, Lush gets it. Huge play in a 1-on-3. He got the 2 before it from Nova as well. Lush sitting it out in the Overwatch. Absolutely godly play from him.
That was absolutely astounding set of plays coming out from Lush. Netting 6 kills, all things considered. That's going to be great moving into this. Remember, this was the last round. We're going to have to go and accumulate points, see how everybody is sitting right now. Donny Debonair not coming out too bad either. 3 kills for him.
Crazy, crazy stuff. That's the sort of finish we like to see, and I wonder how that has affected the points. Obviously, the top 5 will go through overall from these 3 rounds. Now, Envious did have a good finish in the first round. Minty Fresh's team, Hoist the Flag, had a very good finish in that round as well. But of course, now we're looking at the scoreboards. Now, Fignaldo and Riker, while they had a 5th place finish, they only got 2 kills between them. That's not going to help them out. Whereas look at Nerf Me Please, Nova guys who won the last round and a lot of kills in that. I'm pretty sure they're secure because, look, they've got another 13 kills between them in this one. It's, 11 kills for Lush's team as well. This is going to be very tight, I feel, on points in the top 5. There's no real standouts for me.
All the points were already so close. So whenever we come back and we look at this and we try to tally in kills, look at standings, I don't know exactly how this is going to end up. We know that Insert Sponsor here had a strong performance, Nova had a strong performance, and Hoist the Colors with Minty Fresh, trying to look back over and see where they finished
7th,
at.
yeah.
7th. That's still pretty strong, because behind them was going to be Corn Shuckers, which I think that ended a little bit lower. Space Station was last in the top 5. Now, High Ground is the big question mark. They were in 6th. Did they get enough to push them into 5th? Because High Ground, also known as Envious.
I don't know, because they only got 8th place and they got 2 kills. I don't think they are. And it's the same with Rogue. Rogue with an 11th finish with just 2 kills as well. It's like, while these guys, I'm sure in, whatever ELO public games you want to maybe face, sure you can grind it out in those games, but when you're in these teams with multiple players that are all really high-class players, they've all got the same aim as you have. There's no godly aim guys in there. There's no one standing out. It seems that they're starting to figure out, actually, we're maybe not as good as we think we are. I don't know. I'm throwing myself out.
I'm not going to go that savage.
You're not going to go that savage.
You can go down that path. I'll still walk on the light side.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw a lot of really interesting play. I'm actually really, really curious about what's going to happen with Lush's squad. So trying to figure out where they're positioned at. They were at 12th before this. But
yeah,
they are going to...
like, to give myself a little weight, there is always an element of luck, but Nova, for me, have probably been the strongest team because they've been up and around the top 5 all 3 rounds.
They have managed to secure a lot of repeat performances inside of here. And that's one of the reasons why they're doing so well on the leaderboard. But also, if we're talking about just repeat performances, Insert Sponsor here has been doing really well with Cool Breeze, Shepard, Ferg. They've been holding the top on a regular basis, as well as Minty Fresh and Hoist the Colors.
So, I believe we're going to be moving on to the finals. Check out exactly who's qualified. Obviously, there has been 4 groups going. We've only been following the singular group so far. We'll be back, I believe, in 15 minutes' time is when we're going to be starting the next round. So that will be the final. Of course, it's going to be the last 20 teams to find out exactly who will be going to Oakland. That is going to be a best of 5. You're going to want to watch it. Take yourself a 50-minute break. We'll see you then.